wrong. That is why I love this tournament, because people die all the time. At least I hope so.
Looks like they're getting ready to start, and we'll get synced up here in just a second.
Oh boy. I think I need to swap my sound because this is bad. Okay, this is much better.
Alrighty. And, yep, Darren's feed's gonna get froze just for a second, and we're synced up.
Close enough, close enough. Yeah, so, start of the, well, races are as usual. We're gonna go all the way running to the right of the intro stage. We have to mash through a couple bees along the way. This can result in potential bad RNG, and other than that, you're gonna see people smash their face into things because you have to be low HP at the end of the intro stage, or a vial will not trap you in a cage. So, as we see, Fatso does not want to have HP. Darrenville takes a little bit, just to be sure, in case he gets bad RNG, which he did. So, yeah. Without that small drop, he would have died there.
Ooh, Fatso inadvertently picks up a small drop, or he's probably going to try task cars.
Yeah.
Here. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna shoot the.
The little bee strikes. Dang, well, that's a very rare death.
So before that unfortunately happened, what Fatso's gonna do here? He's gonna shoot these cars until they're about a 1 hit away from death, and then he's gonna damage boost into them and let the cars push him faster than X's normal walking speed, and then he's gonna take them out just before he gets to this section. Well, then he's going to take out 2 more cars, and then Val will spawn. Well... Oh! Oh! No!
Well,
okay. Oh, my. Did he get bobbed right there?
Yeah, pretty much, and then he couldn't get out.
What a way to start! What a way to start the quarterfinals.
Wow, this guy. I mean, now, maybe he's just really confident. He's like, let's give Fatso a head start because he's gonna need it. Like, he's just getting into the mind of Fatso, right?
Yeah, Fatso's gonna go for death kick and eagle, and then he's gonna miss it. Then they're like, oh well.
Okay, he gets over the gap this time. Now he cannot die anymore unless Vile decides to Goomba stomp him. That would be absolutely hilarious, because then I think we face a game over in the end. Yeah,
this is unfortunate for Darren. Yeah, he not only is he on his last life, he's got to go through a long series of... Yeah, there we go. Darren just goes, "Oh my god!" in the race chat. That's unfortunate.
Well, I think unfortunate is quite the understatement over here. I mean, I'm actually mostly surprised at the death he took against that little bee. It's just when you think, I passed the bees, I'm good for the rest of the intro stage, and then that mini bee is like, "You killed my mom!" Bam! Smashes him right in the face. Like, nope. New final boss has arrived, boys. Sigma is no longer in charge over here. It's that little freaking bee. I think we need to give that little bee a name now. Someone has to come up with a name for it.
We'll just name it Darren. The Darren bee. I mean...
I think we can do better, but I suppose it will do for now.
It'll have to do. I mean, what other name would you want to have? I mean, name it after the guy who died to it.
Yeah, I just wanted something a little bit more fun, you know. I don't know. But I can't think of anything funny right now. No, Darren did not get killed by a vial. He got killed by one of the small bees halfway through the intro stage.
We'll have to come back to that later. Fatso's getting ready to come into the penguin fight. We're gonna need max slides from Penguin to give Darren any hope here.
Yeah, perhaps we'll see the legendary never heard of Penta slide. Or the amazing Quadra slide that is extremely rare. There he goes. 1, 2. Ah, no triple.
Oh, I've never seen a Quadra slide. Has there been one?
I think once. I think. Well, I'm not sure. I think I've seen it once,
okay.
but I'm not sure with who anymore. In any case, Fatso with a pretty decent kill time on Penguin there. I don't know. I think, from what I remember, Fatso actually watches and listens in to the restream as well. So I bet he took quite a look over already during this race. Like, what the heck's going on? Anyway, we do see Darren is calmed down a little bit and is now back on track. Rise at Pengu. He's a little bit later than he's supposed to be on his normal schedule. But, you know, who has never been late at work? Everyone's been late at work.
I wouldn't be safe if I was in Darren's shoes, because he is on his last life, so he needs to watch out.
Yeah, okay, that is true. So
because until he gets the chameleon where he can get that free one up, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. If he makes any
mistakes,
I
wouldn't get aggressive. No.
That is a fact. He'll have to be a bit careful.
Yeah, you don't want to game over at like the end of the stage and then have to go do all of that again.
Yeah, that is
as if you didn't get bad luck with those cars at the start and then just getting killed again wouldn't help matters. And the winner of this race faces off against Nero in the semifinals, so there's a lot riding on this.
Yeah, you definitely can't drop the ball too much now. Or the B.
Oh, Fatso's about a hit away from death, so he needs to be careful.
He can take 2 hits from any normal enemy here, but if he takes a hit from Kuwait, okay, never mind. Anything will kill him at this point. Okay, he'll be fine. But yeah, Kuwanger. If he makes any mistake on Kuwanger, he's a goner and all. And Darren will have a little bit of catch up.
Yeah, just a little bit, but
Darren actually using the little glitch there on the left side. Never seen anyone do that before.
Let's see if Fatso gets this kill. See, he's already starting the teleports. This is already scary. But all you have to do is...
he has him in the right pattern now. Yeah,
all you have to do is stay still and... Yep.
Okay, Fatso makes it through. Fatso's quite a veteran. He's not faced that easily, so... I guess he was probably not too nervous going into this on 2 HP with the experience he has.
Yeah.
And Darren now... Oh, very nice gap jump, dash jumps in that little gap.
Yeah, he did make up a little bit of time. Fatso did have a little trouble on the climb outside, but not too much time was gained.
Yeah, it's so far still a painful lead to look at. We'll see. As I started the explanation today, this is the MMX Mega Man X Anything Can Go Wrong Death Tournament, so... I mean... Oh, Fatso cut through all the blocks, but that really big one was just too much to handle. And Darren gets through Kuwanger just fine meanwhile. Fatso passing by that 1 life, which we're pretty sure Darren's probably gonna opt into picking up.
Yeah,
more definitely. Because he has to than because he wants to, but... Yeah.
He'll probably also opt to pick up the extra life in Eagle too. There's one just above where the you found the helmet.
Yeah, that's true. He could do that as well. It's only a small detour. Or maybe he can boomerang grab it if he knows
that's what I mean. Yeah, he just has to boomerang grab it.
We see it's about a stage difference between the two Fatsos in the Chameleon fight, right as Darren starts in the stage.
So yeah, very academic fight here on Chameleon. You just loop him with the boomerangs after you hit him with that initial dash shot.
Had a nice little snipe there from Darren to hit a rock right in front of his face. And there we go.
Ooh, he does not pick it up.
Big man over here. I don't need any lives. I'm not gonna die out of nowhere. Says the guy that died twice on intro. But yeah, let's have faith in the man and his decisions. I would have personally opted into that, but oh, he has to know what he's doing, of course.
Yeah, I figured he would have done that, but
I mean, honestly, you do count on it that you're not gonna die in a race, just like you would in a normal run. So, yeah, I suppose it's a fair choice.
Yeah.
On the other hand, yeah, accidents always happen. It doesn't cost you time.
So here comes Drago's favorite part of the run. Let's see if Fatso gets the death kick or if he even goes for it.
Fatso always goes for the death kick. For some reason, I never assume Fatso's gonna miss it. Even though I know he can miss it, but for some reason I never assume that he will. I always hope that he does, but you know. That's just because, well, you know, I'm a bit of a twat.
You're mean-spirited.
I just support people in different ways. Please accept this. I support different aspects of people's gameplay.
So see how many dives Eagle gives him. Looks like he's going up immediately. We might see a 6 dive here. 2, maybe 7, 3.
Does Darren go for the death kick? Let's see. No.
Nope.
Well, even if it doesn't normally, I can't say I blame him on this instance. Although it wouldn't, yeah, it would have cost him a bit more than normal, I suppose, because you would have a game over screen and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's not worth taking more major setbacks right now on such a small potential win. And Fatso moves into Mandrill for his 5th, so we'll have to see where these runners place Mammoth. We probably should know exactly what routes they have right now, but honestly I forget it every time. Since everyone kind of does what they want with fitting Mammoth in somewhere. And Darren gets much better Eagle RNG. Hey, making up time thanks to the game. That's probably not a whole lot, but it's something. And here comes the worst mid boss in the game, and we call him Thunder Slimer. Which is kind of a cool name for a boss.
So, using the boomerangs there to hit Thunder Slimer while he's on the ceiling, since the boomerangs will curl upward. And then when X is falling from the top there, he just switches over to the Storm Tornado to continually deal damage as he falls.
Oh boy. Nice to see both players at the same time navigating through the dark. No fear of the dark here. And Mandrill coming up on Fatso's side. Mandrill also is a little bit like Chameleon, except that he has like one pattern that can actually really mess with you.
Pretty good Thunder Slimer kill from Darren.
Yeah, he's getting some profitable RNG on a couple of these bosses. It's nice to see. He really needs any time he can get right now.
Fatso making an easy work of Mandrill.
Yep, finish him off with a shot in the butt. Honestly, I would probably die as well if someone shot ice in my butt. It's freezing cold out here. Phew. I was outside for most of the day, I would know. And I guess that we're gonna have a Mammoth 8 on Fatso's side, since he just went to Dilla now, as far as the route goes. And Mandrill on your left. Looks pretty good, and takes a little damage booster at the end, so he doesn't have to take a walk. It's pretty well played. Meanwhile, on your right, free cart ride. Woohoo!
Yeah, this is pretty much a rest stage for our players when they get here. They don't have to do much.
You know, if Dillo had a penny for every time someone rode one of his cards, how much money would he have?
A lot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, Darren.
Probably enough to buy some better armor.
That's gotta be some serious expensive armor that he's been there for 25 years and still hasn't buy that.
And it still gets knocked off just as easily.
Yeah. I would fire the guy selling him armor, to be honest.
We didn't get much roll from Armadillo for Fatso, so I had something planned, but I'll just have to wait.
Oh boy.
Darren does opt to pick up a heart tank here.
Yeah, some safeties are never bad, especially you take the ones that don't even cost you time to get, like this heart specifically. Also, I always think it's so scary when they do that second dash jump off the platform there, off the cart, because you get so close to those bees on the ceiling. You really have to know what you're doing with that, because if you jump slightly too high or anything, you're just like gonna get smashed by those things. Oh.
Uh-oh, we got some roll and roll and roll. Okay, he stopped.
Was that what you had prepared? Was it?
He didn't roll enough.
Okay, fine.
But that was relatively almost the same amount of rolls that Fatso had. Maybe another second or so.
Yeah, it didn't seem too bad overall. It's not really something you want ever, but still.
Oh, Darren, did he?
Oh, oops.
yeah.
He
meant to go left or right and then up into Octo, but the up input didn't go. And you can actually select the center panel there as a stage select. It shows the stage that you just, like, the cursor from where you just left. So it selected the Armadillo stage still. The center panel there won't change scenery until you actually select a different Maverick.
Stage. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
Man.
So many hidden little things in this game that can really mess with you. And Fatso gets a pretty decent Octo there. I think he only had one drain?
Yeah,
I only saw one drain at least. I could have just like missed one. So yeah, still a healthy lead for Fatso throughout this race, like slightly extended because of that missed stage select. It's quite an unfortunate race for Darren so far. I mean, if anything going wrong at this point, you would have almost hoped that you would have simply died at a really early spot on the stage, at least that is game over and stuff. So at least he would have have to start the stage fresh, and it would have his lives back in case of other accidents. Now he had to have it take a little bit of a setback that still leaves him at 0 lives.
Yeah.
I mean, in the worst case scenario, if you jump into an Octo Drain attack right now and you get infinite,
what a nice fight.
Yeah, it was really good. While I'm rambling out potential death hypothesis of how things could go wrong. Excuse me. That was a really nice fight. And with that, we're on to his final Maverick for both of them. One on the fight, one on the stage.
Yeah, the Mammoth fight, very, very easy. The Storm Tornado will hit Mammoth twice if you shoot it up close. So
yeah,
you just basically
takes a while. Yeah, I was gonna say it takes a while for the tornado to form, but I suppose it's the same you wanted to explain. So while the tornado comes out of X, it still takes a little bit of time to actually form the entire tornado. By the time it's completely formed, the iframe thrown out, you get a second hit before it starts moving off screen.
And with that, We're coming into the fortress stages for Fatso. It's got about I want to say about a minute lead at least.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be near there, I suppose. We have Darren coming into Mammoth, still needs to do the fight. I think Fatso teleported that around the 35 to 40 mark, so if we count this fight with fanfare and everything going out, then I suppose we will have something like that going for Darren.
Fatso gets the leap of faith.
And he has the right HP to keep going, so all he has to do now is not miss the vial skip.
Oh, he went for the faster skip and got caught on the floor. Ouch.
Wow. Call it.
I think that was a 1-frame jump he went for, and that just gets you I guess it gets you off of the ladder faster because you let go of the ladder, then you jump off the floor to get enough height, I think.
Yeah, but you see quite a few people miss that because you have a really small gap where you can stand on the floor and actually go up. The timing on that was pretty good though. The instant karma was like, just add water and it goes wrong. I mean, sorry, the instant curse, add water and it's there. No,
well, Darren gets a leap of faith. Let's see if Darren can get the skip.
Well, he has to, so he makes up a little bit of extra time. Okay, he gets it. Alright, nice. Fatso took 1 bonk as well from Vial here, so he is missing some HP. He's about half, but nothing too bad. Man, I wish Drago Jinx was the thing. But that, to know what that is about, you need to play more League of Legends.
So Fatso gets his Buster upgrade.
And does Fatso do the Kwanger skip? I don't think he does, but we'll see. Oops. Oops. Oh,
yep,
wait.
He's gonna go for it.
Oh. Aww. I think I still have a bounty open on someone getting a... That was a really good Vial fight.
Yeah, nice Vial fight. Fatso's got Kuanger in the dance, and with the torpedoes at your disposal now, it won't take as long to kill him. Yeah,
the dance is a little bit harder to execute in Sigma 1 because the missiles give more knockback to Kuanger than a normal Buster shot does. Yep. So you actually have to move a little bit after him every time you hit. Gets a little bit of health refill there just to make sure he's going to be fine. Although we have to say there's been a lot of amazing damage.
Oh, we got a skip! Let's go! There, Darren claims the bounty.
Well, there goes my $25.
Oh, come on. Get in there.
Well, dang.
And okay, he's through. As long as the camera does not lock, he's got the skip. Excellent work by Darren.
Oh gosh. Well, there is a swag.
Oh my god, Darren Val did it.
I mean,
for those that don't know what that is, that's called the Boomer Kuanger skip. Similar to how you get the Phantom Grab and Eagle, you actually Phantom Grab the door, and it moves the camera forward a little bit, so it actually doesn't spawn. Does it spawn Kuanger? No.
It actually does spawn Kuanger in the room because you can kill him from down there using missiles, but he's still invisible. But if you manage to draw back down, and there's a lot of potential for soft locks here, in some different ways, then what
happens
to reset your console.
You have to go all the way back down the vertical shaft and actually grab the ladder at the bottom to unlock the camera, and then you climb back up, and then what you saw, you actually enter the actual door, but you're supposed to, and then it'll push you through. But since you've already spawned Kuwanger and kind of despawned him too, the game thinks you've already killed him, so it just lets you pass. It saves only like 5 seconds in RTA if you do it optimally.
Yeah, well, 5 seconds in an optimized game like this is actually crap in the time. Also, Berlin, I think I said 25, but I hope someone pinned it to tell me exactly why I think it's 25. So, I mean, that man just plays this game for his hobby in this tournament and just made $25, I suppose.
Yeah, and now we're on the biggest RNG swing of the whole run, but Fatso's already gone through Penguin, and looks like he's getting a pretty good eagle here.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice, 2 Mavericks down at the same time.
Yep, Darren is 1 fight behind, so that's probably about 30, I want to say maybe 45 seconds still.
Yeah, probably something around there.
So we're just gonna have to wait on Sigma 3 and see how the Dillo skip goes.
Yeah, that can still make a bit up of time, but we do always say the game's not over until you beat the claws of Sigma. Fatso going hard on those eyes there.
Easy on the eyes. Fatso gets good positioning as he kills the last eye. Oh. Darren getting dives from Eagle.
Yeah, I missed a little shot there halfway down. Oh, again. Oh. What? Is he trolling? Wow, and then he jumps on the right. For a second, I was a little bit scared I was gonna jump off the platform by the time it hit. And that would have been like, yeah.
Oh. Fatso's got the skip.
Nice. Well, I mean, maybe he would be in the front without the deaths, but I mean, there are so many if scenarios in a speedrun race. If this, if that, it's hard to... Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really tell if he would have been ahead.
Yeah, I mean... Perhaps if he was at that point confident enough to take all of his lives, do a dead kick, and then he dies on the dead kick, which he didn't do now. I mean, just saying something random.
And plus the stage select that went wrong also set Darren back a bit too.
True. Yeah, I do think actually, like his intro, that's like that one intro that was not very painful in terms of time. The one against Little B is fairly short after the checkpoint, I suppose. So let's see if he gets a Dillo skip now, because that's going to be important to at least keep up with Fatso. Okay, nice, he gets it.
So that keeps Darren in the running. I mean, this isn't over. I mean, things can happen, and has happened before in the final stage.
Yeah. And we can still curse Fatso, right? Like, remember that time that I mentioned the file skip and then he missed it? I mean, what if he gets infinited by Octopus?
Fatso's trying to get this health before fighting Octo, and then he's just gonna have to take a bonk.
Alright, and then we see Chameleon exploding on the left. So
if Fatso gets infinited here, I'm gonna...
I think he might just hire an assassin to come and kill me all the way over in Europe at that point.
Oh, I thought he did. Every time he goes to the energy drain, I'm like, oh no, is he really good?
Oh, why? It didn't work! Oh, I am the worst commentator ever. I'm out.
Oh my god.
Well, it's okay.
You would be laughing your tail off if he got infinited. I know it.
Yeah, or something like that. I mean,
you would.
Think about the excitement of the race for the people, you know, for the people. Because if he actually got infinited, they would be exactly tied right now. It would be a race. It would be even more exciting than it is now. I think about the people. The people want to have entertainment. And at that point, I would just sit here.
Oh, look!
I'm so sorry, I cursed the wrong guy!
Oh gosh.
Well, see you there.
That was a reverse curse. Thanks a lot, Drago.
Oh god, and there was a game over! Well.
This Darren took that one up, dude. Man.
I think at this point, you know what?
Wow.
You know that what I said about that $25 bounty on the Coanger skip? Just for that, I'll make it 30. I promise. I make it 30. I make it 30 just to make up for it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take a drink now after that.
I think you're not the only one that needs a drink at this point.
For the record, Drago was the jinxer, not me.
There's no proof if we delete the VODs. Oh man, this is kind of feels bad for Darren. I mean...
Man! Have we seen an infinite in this whole tournament? I haven't seen one.
Not on my watch, not on the races I've commentated. Oh man.
Luckily, luckily, all of this is happening now in one race, so hopefully...
I mean, there's still plenty of ways to mess up in another race. I am entertained. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am. Fatso's on pretty low HP here, so anything is gonna kill him at this point. So, you know, race ain't over, race ain't over. What a game, man.
Yeah, but Fatso could die probably twice, and it wouldn't matter at this point. There's still quite a bit of gap left.
Well, it depends when he dies. If he dies like at the very last hit of Sigma, it's gonna be close. I think. Although, no, actually, he still has to do like...
No.
Mammoth. Okay, I see Darren opts not to jump into the race anymore. I wonder why.
Respect the infinite. Dang, that's unfortunate too. And Fatso's starting the final fight. Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, he can't take any hit whatsoever.
Yeah, if he takes any hit, he's dead. And Fatso ends the race on 32-23. What a race it has been. I don't think Fatso died anywhere, did he? He just missed a vial skip, and other than that, I suppose some small thingies, bits and things here and there. Slowing down this, I mean, Berlin, in my defense, after everything I've achieved so far in just one race, how can I stop? I am on a roll right now. So, well, GG to Fatso for taking race 1. We're gonna, get a race 2 and maybe a race 3. So we'll have to see how race 2 goes. Hopefully it's gonna be a little bit of a better start for Darren at least than race number 2. Oh, yeah, it was kind of funny boomerang kill there. Just like the tip of the nose, like poke, and he was gone.
Just the tip.
Yeah. Just tickle D-Rex's nose with the boomerang and he dies. That's how it works.
Man. So we're just waiting for Darren to finish. I'm sure he'll finish strong though.
Yeah. Well, we just have to hope he's not too tilted from everything that's happened so far. Fires a little angry tornado at that last shaft there. So I would be angry too if I were him at this point.
I'm pretty sure he'll take a life next time.
Yeah,
had to clear my throat after that, man.
Oh boy.
So Darren's just gonna shoot the electric spark into the wall here, and they're just gonna split in two, and then the bottom spark should hit Sigma as he gets to the wall. Just stay up on the wall and then just fall down when he comes down. Pretty easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Darren's got a hit to spare at least.
Well, so far Claw's being pretty nice. Okay. There's a couple lightnings, but as long as the right claw doesn't enter his feet. Oh, but I should be quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. And there he goes. He finishes with a 35-24.
Oh man. Wait, I think that there's something I really have to do right now, and that is get into the SRL chat and apologize to this man.
No,
voice in the chat.
No, you can do that in the post-race interview with your own voice.
Oh, okay.
So everyone in chat can hear you.
Okay, maybe that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Oh. Wow. So really, I actually got two things right on things that could go right this race. Just one thing I accidentally called out on the wrong player, but I mean that's still pretty efficient for predicting the unpredictable, right?
Yes, Edo, but you may have to replace Drago because I might have to kill myself if he curses.
Why? I don't see any problem with the situation, but I mean, if the people vote me out, then the people vote me out. I mean, I will go with the voice of the people if they're like, no, screw this guy. I think that would be fair.
Might have to give you the infinite.
Wow.
All right. I think our racers. I think our racers are going to take a short recess, and then they'll get the second game underway.
Yeah.
Darren definitely wants to shake all that off, for sure.
I would treat this with a long walk on the beach. Very long one.
It's winter time, dude.
I would probably also drown myself for a little while. Oh boy. Every jinx is shot. Jeez, you want to kill me? For everyone, every single one that happens, or everyone that I call? Because the second one is deadly.
Probably both.
Probably both. Dang. I mean, how many things could I efficiently call out to go wrong?
A lot. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in this game.
Yeah, oh boy. I'm not calling anything anymore. Well. Excuse me. Just some drinks really make you burp. The lovely sound of this whatever that text screen is supposed to be called. Fatso chilling out in the key configuration. For the ultimate nerds among us who want to be fast at everything, recently I was watching Walrus stream, and he actually figured out speed strats, the fastest way to set up your key buttons in this menu. I don't remember what they were, but he figured out the fastest possible way to set up your keys. Even that he's trying to optimize, and it's something he does before the timer starts.
Well,
what a guy.
What? Oh, he doesn't use default? Hmm.
No, he doesn't use default, and he figured out, I think if he placed a certain button, like, I don't know, was it that he used this R button somewhere? Or no, I think he put his dash on X and then he changed it to R and then it automatically changed the settings that he needed or something like that. I remember it really.
Well,
I know that I watched him do it, but yeah. Oh
Game
yeah,
two
wrong way soon.
We'll start here any second.
Alright. Light your candles for a safe intro stage. Perhaps I should be quiet for the next 2 minutes. You handle his intro stage. You'll be just fine. I'm out.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm just gonna sit here and smile to myself as I think of anything that could go wrong, but I don't actually mention it. If anything goes wrong that I'm thinking about, you'll hear me laugh.
So we're coming up on the first B-Blader. They're looking to take a damage from a bullet or a missile here, and then they can get by the B. So Fatso takes a bullet, so does Darren. So they're able to get behind the B without taking too much damage. So even if they get the double passive here, like Fatso just did, looks like they both got double passive on the second B, so they're both at identical HP. Fatso was able to manage through that just a little bit faster, I think, than Darren. Darren's got those charge shots ready to go, so he doesn't hit a B again. Little B. Fatso opting to pick up that tiny health to do the task cars a couple more times. Ooh, about got faked out there with a bullet, but was able to catch on. Okay, now they're both at the end of the stage, getting ready to take down the two cars, and then we'll have a revolve spawn. Darren actually only a couple of seconds behind, so this is definitely the start we wanted to see of the last race, but at least we're getting to see it here. And it looks like Fatso got a bad vol, and Darren's going to get grabbed first.
Can I talk now?
You could have talked the whole time, but...
I mean, after this race one, I figured I'd just be quiet, at least for the intro stage. I mean, for all I care, now that we're through the intro stage just fine, I don't mind if someone accidentally drops into a pit in the penguin stage. Just saying, I mean, or gets a triple slide or two, I mean...
Oh boy.
I don't know why. I seem to be in a rather evil mood today.
Evil? I don't think that's a strong enough word.
Oh, well... What is a stronger word? I don't know. I'm not a native English speaker.
We'll deal with that later, but first, we're gonna get through the first part of the penguin stage here. And we'll see, we'll see how well, their jumps are, especially the slope jumps.
No one does that second slope jump at the start of the bottom. Oh, well, other than that, they seem to be doing just fine. Will they do one at the top? Yeah, no, yes! Fatso does it.
So it looks like Darren's ahead by about a second coming into this leg upgrade. So we didn't cover it earlier, but what you want to do for the penguin fight is keep hitting him with a dash shot, which will deal the double damage. And then if Penguin decides to form his ice penguins, while his breath is being shown, you can actually get a couple of hits in, and then complete a charge shot at the end of that attack, and then you can hit him for 3 more damage. But you do have to watch out. He could do the slot attack, in which he's invulnerable. So if you shoot a shot into him, it'll just get absorbed.
Yeah, we're almost identical in time here for the players entering the fight.
So you see Darren's getting 2 shots in while he's forming the penguins, and then he's following that up with a full charge shot for 3 damage.
Oh, Fatso fires slightly too early there.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot of slides too. So Darren looks like he's gonna come out of this at least. Wow, he's gonna come out of this probably 5 seconds ahead. Fatso got a lot of slides. That's actually unusual. I think how many times did
I have no clue how many it was, but
I think I counted at least
really
6
or
7. I think.
Yeah, something around there. I didn't keep count, but he was sliding for like half of the fight.
Yeah.
Winger stage coming right in here. Vertical stage always pretty difficult.
Very accurate first climb from Darren. Fatso matches. So Darren does get the turtle skip there. If you reach that turtle there fast enough, he won't fire any torpedoes.
Oh, Fatso takes 1 extra missile to the face there right as he passes by that last turtle. And got shot out right as he passed by. There it again with the left side elevator. It's so odd to see that. You always see people do this glitch on the right end of the elevator.
Well, I think the reason you may see left side, you can actually hold against the left wall there where you just came into the elevator, and there's actually like a fake wall there now, but there's no spikes there, so you can't like die. So it's easy to set yourself up against the wall and not take damage, or even die by accident if you were to try that on the other side without jumping first.
Well, we do see Fatso is having a little bit of issues on his outside climb again. Took a couple bonks and mishaps here and there. Oh, and another extra bonk there. He actually went really low on HP. Watch out, Fatso, there's a bullet. Oh, never mind. That makes the door. Be a shame if Fatso were the one to die in this race. Go ahead.
And for the Kuwanger fight, you see Darren's got and Fatso both doing the dance. If you just stand in front of him and hit him with a charge shot, Kuwanger will try to charge at you and lift you to the ceiling. You just have to time your jumps and he'll miss, and then you just repeat up to at least half health, and then once Kuwanger passes half health, he will start to do the teleports eventually. But you want to end the fight with a full charge shot since he still has 3 HP left. So they both got through that fight. No problem.
We have about 8 seconds between the two of them right now. I was taking a look at the timers.
Mm-hmm.
And in Chameleon stage, you can kind of catch up a little bit throughout the stage. The cave in the middle can actually be a little bit iffy on your time in the stage, because sometimes, yeah, you just get unavoidable blocks or just things falling on your head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like
Darren only took
with that. One hit.
Darren only took 1 hit, and I think Fatso's only going to get through with 1 hit also.
Yeah. So, no differences there. I suppose neither of them took the life this time. Just like last time.
Mm-hmm.
And good thing for Darren, we can say this time that he will not, well, probably will not be needing it this time.
So, Darren's got a 7.5 second lead coming into this Chameleon fight.
Fatso will attempt a new strat where you actually open the fight with a blue shot. If Chameleon goes and jumps up to above you and he's not jumped to the complete corner, then Yeah, you can actually already do a hit on him really early, and you get a slightly faster start to the fight, and I think it can save you like an extra second for this stage. It's not a huge difference, but you know, anything counts.
So now the Eagle.
Yep, Eagle will probably matter a little bit more. We do have to keep note, Darren did not do the dead kick last run, but does he actually do dead kick, yes or no, in the standard runs? We know Fatso, no matter
I don't
who he's racing or what he does.
Darren does death kick.
Well, in that case, this is an advantage because, you know, Fatso, it doesn't matter who he races or where, he will always go for it. So he always takes kind of a risk there. Yeah, Darren opts not to, or simply doesn't do it. And then, I mean, for Fatso, it's always a risk to do this.
Oh!
There we go.
Well,
this is exactly what I wanted to say. Because Fatso always goes for this strat, this does mean that he puts himself at risk in every single race to take a potential, what, 30-second loss.
Yeah, it's
even if his opponent, yeah, even if his opponent doesn't go for it, it's actually an unnecessary risk. But this is Fatso. He will go for it. Look, this is. he goes there anyway. And he does it again, and I mean he takes that exact same risk, but this is Fatso. He will do the deck kick every single time.
He's trying to shake off that stigma of him being known as Colonel Safe Strats. He's not going safe anymore.
Yeah, but I think that's an X2 meme for Fatso. I don't know. So.
Anyway, we missed Darren's Eagle fight, but he lived. That's pretty much all that matters.
He lived.
Right?
Well,
yeah, he lived.
Suppose. Well, I suppose. Although it is fairly rare to see people die on Eagle itself. I mean, in the stage you see people die now and then because the platforms can be quite a rat. But
now that the Eagle fight's over, I have seen someone get the Phantom Grab. You know, at the start, they carry that platform all the way to the end of the stage, and then it rotates. It just moves around the fight, and then you kill Eagle on the edge of the stage, and then as Eagle explodes, the lift will push X off of the flat surface into the bottomless pit, and you die during the explosion, and then you have to fight Eagle all over again. It is pretty funny.
I think we've actually seen Ty Vega do this.
Yeah,
and if I'm not mistaken, the platform in fact carried him out of the arena after Eagle died. So he died and he respawned on the airship. And then he walked into the fight area, and Eagle was dead. He just got the ending parade and then skipped out.
That's right. It actually flagged Eagle dead at some point during that explosion. So when he teleported back onto the ship, it just automatically started the fanfare. Oh man, if anyone has that highlight, please post that in chat. It is something funny.
It is,
and it's so epic.
Meanwhile, Fatso did not get a very good Thunder Slimer. Thunder Slimer really hooked onto the ceiling quite well. And Darren got punched in the face a couple times by Mandrill, but overall speaking, nothing extremely bad. And Fatso, like, on his end, having to play catch-up this time. But I guess that's the good part about races, right?
Yep.
Always something exciting going on. Not planned stuff like in the PBs. Oh.
I like that pose when Mantle gets froze before he punches the ground. I like that pose. He just has his fist pointing down. It's like, oh.
Oh, okay. I thought Fatso had to do one more hit, and I saw that screen. Feels like, huh? Wait, what's going on? And for some reason, I thought Fatso died. kind of weird. Although, yeah. You don't really often see a lot of deaths going on in the actual Mavericks. Especially not on players that are a bit more seasoned in the gameplay. It's more a rarity than a thing. And darrenville goes and picks up a safety heart again, just to be safe.
Yes, Fatso did die on death kick. A whole lot of death and not enough kick, as Draco would say.
I've said that once. I mean, to truly explore every single corner of a level, you have to jump into that pit at least once. Perhaps we should just call him Colonel Explorer.
Oh man.
Anyway, meanwhile, Darren's making quick work of Dillo.
Yeah, it looks like he had about the same length of rolling time as the last race.
Yeah, he did get an extra roll after the armor went off as well, so that doesn't really cost you that much time if he rolls without the armor, because you can still hit him as he's rolling, but it makes it harder to hit him because he's like constantly bouncing around, and you kind of need to calculate where or when to shoot him. But
yeah, you're only allowed 3 electric sparks on screen at any given time, so you just can't go mash 3 shots and hope one of them hits.
Oh, rolls.
Uh-oh,
Rolls.
roll and roll and roll. Okay, it stopped again.
Well, you could have started a bit earlier, but I guess you weren't looking at it. Also, I suppose if you want to do the complete song, you'd need quite some bad RNG for Fatso.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, there could still be a lot of rolls later on, but it's kind of out there to see that happening. It should not happen, honestly.
Ooh, the triple torpedo there, blocking Darren from a clean path under that submarine.
I think what you were really looking for was, oh baby, a triple! Or something like that. No? I think I heard that somewhere, but I don't really know what the origin of it was. Okay,
let's see if Darren can get a similar octo fight than what he had before. His first octo fight was really good.
Wait, the first one or the second one?
No, the first one.
Oh, okay, okay.
I know what you're trying to do. Just stop.
No. I am just asking what you're referring to.
Oh, you better get out of there, Darren. Okay.
That was kind of funny. He wanted to jump into the...
Okay, that... I don't think he needed to, like, get intentionally caught there, because I think he would have died with one more rolling shield, but when he let himself get caught by Octo, he gained an extra hit point, and that added an extra shot there. I think that was just unnecessary.
Well, it definitely... I think it cost him more time than it really saved him, but, you know, if he actually mash out... Oh, wait, he wasn't... Yeah, no, he wasn't 3 HP, so it didn't really help him, no. Oh well, it happens.
Man, Fatso's getting a good octo fight. Man, look at that.
Oops. And meanwhile...
Making up time already.
Yeah, and Darren has a little bit of an oopsie there, and has to take the bottom route on the start here.
So Mammoth is a very straightforward stage. You just get through all the conveyor belts.
Yeah, not too many difficult things here. Like, just small things you need to know here are the conveyor belts. Move you in one direction or another, so you kind of need to have your movement right on that. You can dash on the ones that go right, you want to jump over the ones that go left. And other than that, well, I guess that's the most difficult thing about this stage as a whole. Other than that, you just need to know what the stage looks like, just like with any other stage, so... It's not like we have any difficult tricks here whatsoever. 19:13 is actually a pretty good 8-math time for a race.
Yeah, that's a pretty good time, actually.
Darren popping off in race number 2. No, believe me, is not Akarashi.
Yeah, Darren can 31 still, pretty sure.
Well, we'll just have to see him go and do that then. Because, I mean, he has to keep up his gameplay. Fatso's not gonna let go of him. Probably.
Yeah.
And there we see Fatso finishing on 19:53, which is definitely not a shabby time, although knowing Fatso, he's not gonna be very happy with it.
Ooh, that was a close leap of faith, but he got it.
Well, that man can be happy. I've never cursed a leap of faith. He was gone there. Whew. So Fatso gets his explanation on the game plan, how to assault Signal Fortress.
And Darren's got the Val skip again.
Yep. Good, great. We love Vile skips. Too bad it doesn't actually skip Vile, but you know.
Yeah, the Valtech skip.
Oh.
Oh, Fatso gets a wonky kick off of that platform and totally ate his dash, so he has to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I actually think that he dashed too far and went on the right of that one.
Yeah, you can actually dash off of the of that platform, and you can actually kick off the side of it.
Yeah.
Because you drop a couple pixels into the 7-pixel window.
Oh, Darren takes a hit from Vile, and Fatso meanwhile took it a little bit easier on that Vile skip for the setup, so he actually got through it this time.
Yeah. So, Darren's second shot at cooling your skip coming up.
For the record, I am only paying for this once.
No, you're paying for it twice if he gets it twice.
What? That's...
Yes.
I didn't say that. It's not because I got a raise at work that I have to pay for everything now.
Okay, no drop this time.
No drop, thank God. Kuwanger.
So does that mean if Fatso gets it, it cancels out Darren, so you don't have to pay either of them? Or do you have to pay them both?
No, then I just still have to pay Darren because he got it first. And I think that was my entire point. I would pay whoever got it first. Because the bounty is high enough for me not to pay multiple people, you know.
Alright, let's see if Fatso gets it. No drop either.
Besides, knowing Fatso, he wouldn't accept money anyway, and just for the record, I did go to look on Darren's page in between the two races, and he does not have a PayPal link, so yeah, we'll have to see about that in the interview later.
Okay, so for the Bow Spider fight, you gotta read the patterns here and figure out where Bow Spider is gonna end up at the bottom, while getting your charged ice ready to let go when he reaches the bottom, because that's the only time his weak point will show up.
Yeah, and also while avoiding numerous babies sometimes, and keeping track of the fact that there is a very, very nasty move, like throwing baby spiders. It wasn't a nasty move to begin with. Bow Spider can actually come all the way down, and like at a third to a quarter of the room, can suddenly hold still, freeze in midair, and throw 2 extra babies, which is actually the worst possible thing to happen. Because if she does that, then it's really hard to dodge, because you never really expect it to happen. It's pretty rare to see that. And it can actually kill a person. I'm not really sure how much damage the baby spiders do. It's quite a lot.
I think it's 4 damage for a baby spider, and Bow Spider will deal at least, I think, 8.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's probably the most dangerous move Bow Spider has, provided that the runners are good at reading the patterns. Because that's the only thing you really don't expect out of it.
Oh, Darren's getting a good penguin, and then he slides. But oh my, we getting one? Oh, we got a one slide penguin from Darren. He's feeling pretty good about that. Really good. That will pretty much extend Darren's lead because one slide penguins are hard to come by for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty rare in any stage of the game, and that's like the bad part about this category is like all the orange is.
Okay, there's Fatso's first slide, relatively the same spot in the fight.
Aww.
Okay, there's two. Three slides.
The double. Oh no. Okay.
No. Don't start that again. Darren doing a good job ending the eagle fight on the very edge of the fighting arena.
Yeah. It's actually a really small thing, but when you think about it, if you already move there during the fight, then you do save yourself like 1 or 2 seconds on your way to the ending of the stage, going to Rangda. It's something very minor that you never really think about, because you're like, yeah, okay, I killed Eagle, I got no dice really fast. Still, you could have gained 2 extra seconds if you moved up. Yeah.
Wow.
Good
takes out the first and the second eye. Good RNG on Darren's side. This might be a gold split for him.
Wow.
How anyone watching any I'm not sure, but I don't think he got any.
Oh my god, if he really got a...
I don't think so. I mean, if anyone's watching Darren's stream, he's definitely ahead of his PB right now. His timer did not go red, so he's on 31 pace for sure.
Wait, actually, I think I opened this stream earlier. Let me see if he's got his splits up. I will give you a little notice. Okay, this man is actually currently 10 seconds ahead of his PB after he gold split at Sigma 2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's definitely on 31 pace, for sure.
Yeah, it quite looks like it.
Be a good way for Darren to get back in this race if he just gets a PB right now.
That would be a very nice trade-off after his race number 1, where things went a little bit to the unfortunate side of things.
Yeah, and he's got a safety heart too, which will help him out a little bit.
Here we have Fatso moving up to the Dillo skip, gets that just fine. I'm not jinxing anything. Nothing went wrong.
So basically, refights are almost the same as the first fights.
Except they happen in the middle of the stage instead of at the end of it.
Well, of course. Fatso going for the CFO boomerang strat here on Chameleon to save a hit.
Yeah,
and
that's
he gets it.
A
well
strategy
done.
You can't do yet on the first fight simply because you do not have the buster upgrade yet to the upgraded shot. I will be quiet.
So they're one fight apart right now. Darren definitely not going to try anything funny this time. Well played fight.
Yeah, honestly, at this point in his position, I would not enter that drain either, because I would be pooping my panties to do that at this point. I mean, it's not just that he's ahead in the race, it's also that he is actually on the PB pace, and you really don't want to ruin that to like a potential Octo Infinite or something like that. That would be like really sad way of losing it.
Alright, Fatso's turn for Octo. Looks like he's getting a pretty good fight also. Yep.
Oh, gets a couple of shots blocked there at the end.
Yeah. Once again, a boss explosion apart. Or one full fight apart.
Yep.
Now Darren's going to be using the boomerangs here. They'll curl upwards to hit D-Rex on the top half.
Yeah, this is actually also a question in the middle of this that we get asked a lot. Like, how do you make boomerangs curl where you want? And it actually has to do with the axis movement.
Excellent fight. Yeah, the boomerangs. Yeah, go ahead, Drago.
If you jump up and X is moving upwards, and then you fire a boomerang, then your boomerang is actually gonna curl upwards because X is also moving up. And after like X freezes midair and he starts dropping down again, if you fire your boomerang at that point, the boomerang is gonna curl downwards. So that's really what has to do with that. It's really the direction in which X is moving kind of determines the direction your boomerang is gonna fly in.
So all eyes are pretty much going to be on Darren right now to finish this race out and tie it up. But more importantly, to get that PB.
To give you a slight update on that, he's currently 14.6 ahead after victory.
Alright, so we're just going to wait and see what happens here. Dog being a little bit problematic, but he didn't take any damage, and that's important. Just stay safe and just stick with the game plan.
Oh, that's really, really, really good. This man going hard.
Nice, gotta time these electric sparks as Sigma reaches the wall. Stays up to the top and then only drops to the floor when Sigma comes down.
Meanwhile, I know we're mostly tracking Darren because of the BB
That was a close call
then,
there, but okay. Darren escaped contact.
But Fatso is really, really close behind him. Just killed the dog and is now on the Jedi fight. Now Darren does look really strong right now, as if he's just gonna finish out, but we'll have to see what the claws do for him.
Oh, come on. Do it, Darren. Get it. This is what Darren wants. Stop firing, please. Oh, that claw pushed him away, but that's okay. Darren's got it. Darren's got the 31.
Okay. He finishes on a 31:47, I'm pretty sure. His timer shows he stopped his timer at 31:51, but I'm pretty sure it's a late split, right?
Yeah, he got the 31.4x. Yeah, he got it. 31.4x. That is a PB for Darren, legit, and it's a race PB by 34 seconds.
That is quite an impressive PB. He joins the 31 club with that, and I believe that's, well, I suppose it's not as rare anymore as it used to be, but that's still a really, really, really good time.
Yep, GG to Darren.
Darren in the SRL said, my freaking heart, the 31.
And he's not done either. He's got one more race.
I mean, and after this shot of adrenaline for this man, he doesn't even have time to calm down because he has to go right into race 3
right
because
back,
he's not done.
Yeah, Darren just went from 22nd on the leaderboards to looks like 14th with that PB. He's right behind Baba. So
Baba.
He just jumped up the leaderboards with that.
Oh, that's quite a big skip right there. Oh boy, this guy. Phew. Yeah. Well, I assume perhaps we should let the runners have a slight moment to break, because, I mean, I suppose especially in Darren's case that he will want a little moment to calm down.
What's that?
Darren's question to Fatso, Buster only tiebreaker question mark.
Oh, really?
Well.
Oh yes, yes.
Wait,
I asked it. Are they gonna do it?
Okay, wait, just to be sure.
Yes, I think we're gonna get the rubber match, and we're gonna get it Buster only. I think.
I don't know if I'm enough of a memer to commentate this one. Oh boy.
For the people, we're gonna get Buster only for the rubber match.
As if this race has not been hype enough.
Yes.
We're gonna go Buster only. I think if you look at the Buster only leaderboards for Mega Man X Any Percent, there are only 2 people that have a time on there, I think, and it's these 2 guys. And as I believe, they're not even that super far apart. Now, you're gonna see some special strats in here. I do believe that they take a couple extra safeties because, you know, any percent is already deadly, but yeah, Buster only is actually even worse because you're gonna get things like the Dillo fight. You're not gonna shoot off his armor. You have to kill him with your Buster. He's gonna shield off all of your hits and reflect them. So I do believe that they will be sitting there. You see right there, Fatso is disabling his weapon swaps. Darren will probably do the same in a second. Yeah. Yeah, they do get the weapon upgrades. They do unlock all the special weapons, but they will not be using anything except the Buster.
Yeah, they still have to get the 2 forced armor upgrades, but in this category, you have to kill. You can only damage Final Sigma with the fully charged Pink Buster, because without a weapon, that's the only way you have to beat the game, and the game gives you a way to beat the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Final Sigma was the last one I was gonna mention. Final Sigma can only be hit by 2 things, which is either a rolling shield or a fully charged Buster. So basically, you have to fully charge your pink shot and then fire it at Sigma's head. And it deals.
Yeah, that's gonna be
damage.
that's gonna be an epic finish if we have them both side by side.
No, they cannot use any special weapons whatsoever. This is Buster only.
Yeah, special weapons are banned, so that means you will not be seeing Armadillo skip, and you won't be seeing Coinger skip, you won't be seeing any kind of phantom grabs, you won't be seeing
Penguin set on fire.
But one thing you will see a different boss order, because after Penguin, I'm pretty sure they go to Armadillo first right away for RNG grind, I guess. But I will be back in just a second, and I will rejoin you in a moment, Drago.
Yeah, alright. So, we will be going into the game here in just a second. Yeah, it's gonna be really special to look at. I have to say, it's been a while since I actually even saw a run of this category, and I know Fatso is the one that has a faster time between the 2 of them. But, you know, it's a race, so it's basically a no reset. Anything can happen. Just like with an any percent tournament. The intro is going to be entirely the same, and they will still go Penguin first, I'm pretty sure, to and get the dash boots, because it's still going to be a speed run. And of course, you have the dash lemons where you deal double damage compared to a normal lemon. This is actually a lot more important in this category than you would otherwise have them, since you can't use special weapons, so those double damage lemons actually, yeah, become like 10 times more important than usual.
All right.
Yeah, I do think we have a little thing missing here.
So the intro is the same, just like always. And it looks like Fatso has a slight lead at the moment.
Yeah, guys, don't worry about the audio. We will have that back in just a second. Do not worry. At least you can listen to the lovely voices of your commentators until that time. Yeah, we know we're not young, 18, 20, and girls, but you know, it's not that bad either. Rah, rah, rah.
Darren taking a couple of quick deboosts before he has to. He gets that teasing health upgrade right at his toe. If he moved any forward more, he would have picked that up.
Yeah. Wait, there's audio? What?
Oh, wow. Darren got lucky there. Val went into the middle of left field and shot a shot, but Darren delayed getting hit by that, and that allowed Val to dash right up to him, so he got grabbed very, very quickly. So he's not losing any more seconds than he would have.
Aha. Our beautiful Mega Man X noises have returned. Sadly, we did miss the Zero team, but oh well. I mean, we can always listen to it again later on. Maybe. In race 4. Imagine having a tie in Buster only.
Oh god. Be quiet. Be quiet. We want Fatso to take Nero to game 4, not Darren. God.
What? Imagine the hype of Buster only game 4. I suppose no one really wants to talk about that possibility. So anyway, as you see so far, the run is like no different. You do have to do Penguin first, simply because, you know, Penguin has the dash boots. It's still a speed run. You need this upgrade first, or well, you're gonna be slow. And well, without those dash boots, a sack of potatoes rolls faster than you get through this game. So yeah.
Yeah, so
what determines if it is a tie? Basically, the race bot does in the SRL channel.
Yeah.
Well, okay, someone ban Mr. Cab for that suggestion. Although I do kind of like it, but you know.
Hey, he's got a sword. You can't ban him.
I'm sure someone can ban him. I'm sure he can do it himself. I mean, Clockwise Mammoth first, Buster only.
Hey, he'll ban you if you don't watch it.
Hey, I mean, he can.
Exactly. Ooh, Fatso getting by the. He's getting infinited by the snowball.
What? What the crap? This is what I predicted during race 2. Wow, cool.
Oh man,
it's like it came true, just really late.
Man,
half an hour delay.
That was a big turn of events, and now Darren's ahead going into the Penguin fight, and Fatso can't take a hit whatsoever. He's dead.
Yeah, so Fatso needs to be a little bit careful here.
But this is before we get to the true Buster only section of the run. So if he dies, that's on him. That's not on the stipulation of the run.
Yeah, Fatso trying to be careful here, because if he actually jumps into Penguin, he's gonna be goner.
Yeah.
Taking it really careful. Actually, it's not really bad to take it really careful here, because this is Buster only. A lot of sections are going to be very different.
Yeah, boss fights are definitely different.
Yeah, and there we see... I think this is the specific reason for Dillo's second is because it's a bit more reset heavy if you get a bit of a crappy fight here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you see,
Fatso
Fatso's going to Kuwanger, he's going to pick up the boomerang, and then when he goes to Dillo, he's probably going to pick up that heart tank. If Darren has to go for that heart, he's going to have to actually climb the wall to get up to it.
Yeah, but this is Buster only. He's not allowed to use the boomerang.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh, I'm stupid. See?
I mean, oh, an extra life for Darren. Doesn't want it, though. Doesn't want it. So I guess perhaps they just have their own route preferences. I mean, it doesn't really matter so much, I guess, in which order you do the Mavericks, outside of the fact that some stages affect others in terms of what they look like. Like, you can destroy Mandrel's power plant, you can freeze up Mammoth stage. But other than that, usually the big difference between the stages is I take this first because I need the weapon to progress through another stage faster, but in this case it doesn't matter because you're not allowed to use those weapons anyway. What I do think here is that Darren picked up that heart, so I'm kind of assuming that he picks up this heart and that he wants us early to have some safety, as he doesn't have special weapons to help him out.
Yeah. So in addition to this heart tank here, you'll probably see
Can I get some dinks in the chat? Like, please spam dink, dink.
Fatso gets Iso's heart, and the big difference here with the Buster only fight, you can actually hit Dillo with the dash shot, but as you see, he's blocking the shots like pretty diligently. But every now and then you can get a shot in on him. But if you shoot a charge shot at him, he'll block it, he'll absorb it, and then fire it right back at you. But you may see from Fatso's side, he'll actually intentionally shoot a charge shot, so you can actually
there it is.
Like like that. Yeah.
Dink, bink, tink. It doesn't really matter as long as you get like the whole dink, pink, dink.
But
dink,
I think
dink, whatever.
when you hit Dillo with the shot there, I think it only deals 1 HP of damage. I don't think you can get the dash shot on Dillo through his armor. I'm not really sure.
I think you can, but it's pretty hard. I think if you shoot a series of lemons, that is usually gonna block the first, and I think if you dash and fire 2 lemons in your dash, the second one doesn't actually get the dash lemon effect, but I am not 100% sure about that one, so do not.
Yeah, that's right. Only the first lemon you fire has the dash shot property, and if it gets deflected, the other lemons behind it won't have the dash shot property. So you only get the double damage if the very first lemon hits him.
Oh. And
Darren skips the sub-tank here. I'm surprised that... Oh, but Fatso's getting it, though.
Oh. Well, look at that. He is back! It's Colonel Safe Strats! Well, there. If you need any more confirmation, there is no death kick in this run either.
No.
I actually think that you cannot use the death kick in this route because you do not have the same speed in the setup for the platforms as you like the ice shots and the blue guy section, and because you really route through the stage differently. So boat runners are really close upon one another now, going into Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
I actually...
Yeah, Darren has finished Dillo, while Fatso finished Kuwanger. I think both of those stages are relatively the same length, but the boss fight in Dillo is a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely boss fight in Dillo is a lot longer, so I guess you could say that
and we get a simultaneous eagle kill.
That is beautiful.
For both players.
Yeah, definitely Darren should be ahead right now because Dillo is a longer stage, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
With that fight being really, yeah, just terrible. And now Fatso is going in towards the Dillo stage, and Darren is going to Mammoth, so these routes are a little bit, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we might see Darren go the low road and get that heart.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
actually, from what I remember, that when I saw Fatso run this, I think he took
Oh, nope. He's
3
going...
safety hearts. But the heart here in Mammoth it's not really extremely far out of the way, but it does kind of cost you a bit of time to go and get it down there. So perhaps that's why they don't go and get it.
Yeah, the Mandrill heart is really easy to get. It's right there in the corner of the big room before you start the last turtle section.
Yeah, perhaps it's actually just this heart and Dillo. Fatso did Iceless, those are the close by ones, and then Mandrill is really close too. And he got the sub tank and Eagle. Those are all really easy to pick up items, and they're not really far out of your route.
Yeah, Darren won't have an opportunity to get a sub tank. He's going to go without one.
Yeah, you do need to think that some of the items in this category, well, I mean, in this game, are simply inaccessible in this category. You're like, speaking of the Penguin Heart in stage, you need the Fire Wave, you need the Boomerang to get the sub tank and
Mandrill.
Yeah, and Mandrill. And Fatso here is actually using dash shots on.
Yeah, he's baiting. He's going to fire a charge shot, and then when Armadillo opens up, he can actually get a guaranteed dash shot into him. Why is this Buster only?
Because the players wanted to do that for the people. Pretty much.
Yeah, they decided to go Buster only for this tiebreaker. Darren got the 31 in the second race, so now Fatso's and Darren's PBs in any percent with weapons allowed is only about 16 seconds apart.
And Fatso going on to Mammoth now, so I guess this will even out the Maverick that they've beaten after these stages. Mammoth and Kuwang are the ones that they did different.
And also, their PBs and Buster only are, I think, 20-some seconds apart. So, it's gonna be a...
And meanwhile, I'm thinking about the last stage that we're gonna get. So I believe we still have Octo, Chameleon, and what's the last one? I'm an idiot for now. No, those are actually the last...
Octo, Chameleon,
Mandrill.
and Mandrill.
Yeah, so Mandrill is not as bad as he looks as long as you have the dash. He's kind of painful without dash, but not so hard with Buster only, if you know a bit how he moves. And then Octopus can be a little bit annoying because he can block a lot of your shots with his own shots. But then one guy that you might want to talk about is Chameleon, because Chameleon... I call him off always, like, I'm not gonna commentate even on this fight because Chameleon is so boring. You just fire a couple of boomerangs left and right and it's done, right? And then you have this category and you need to think, yeah, but what happens with Chameleon in this category? Well, Chameleon in this category pretty much becomes a serious pain in the butt. And you don't even need to have a big butt for it to be some serious pain there.
I was wondering what happened on Darren's side. Like he must have missed the Kuwanger dance completely, and he was struggling with that fight.
Yeah, he got hit multiple times as Kuwanger teleported into him. But he recovered pretty decently. A lot of HP to go in with.
So if you haven't noticed already, the main method of them dealing damage is going to be with the dash shot, unless a charge shot can deal more damage, which is only applicable for a couple of Mavericks, notably Boomer Kuwanger and Spark Mandrill.
And Penguin.
Yeah, and Penguin, of course, Penguin. But that's basic.
Yeah.
But especially in this fight, where Chameleon can actually teleport and go invisible.
Yeah.
You're going to be hoping to see Chameleon actually do his Iron Tongue attack, where he actually grabs the ceiling with his tongue and the spikes will fall. And you can actually get a few hits on him that way because Chameleon's body hangs low enough that you can actually dash shot him with X's full height of his jump. You can typically get at least 2 shots in, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I think rarely 4 if you can not get hit by any spikes.
Yeah, 4 is probably the max you can get if you can get that many. Because I mean, it's so rare to see a run like this that I'm not really sure of the specifics. But yeah, you're gonna see here that Chameleon, who is usually quite a pushover, is probably gonna be quite annoying. We see Fatso is in the lead a little bit to start this fight, but honestly, I have no clue. See, you already see that he needs to deal here with. Oh, look.
So yeah, on Darren's side, if Chameleon just sticks to the wall and just does the Chameleon sting, yeah, this loses a lot of time with all the teleports. As you see, Fatso's already increasing his lead. And you also have to time your dash shot when Chameleon actually is vulnerable. So you don't have a shot just outright misses. See, Fatso's getting good luck here, look at that.
Yeah, Fatso is actually having a really good fight, and Darren is struggling a lot with the Chameleon pattern here.
Yeah,
this went
Darren
really
is just
well for
getting
Fatso.
Unfortunate luck here.
Well, it's back to race 1 for that guy. Yeah, you see all of this time, you can't even do anything to Chameleon if you wanted to.
And all finally,
right. The double hit.
Yeah, Darren gets him finally.
Calig, they're doing Buster only right now.
So, yeah, since you can't do any weapon kills here, you have to deboost early in this stage to get by these gun vaults. With the exception of that one, you have enough time to actually blast her through it.
So, and then Thunder Slimer is already kind of a pain. Yeah. I'm not really sure how this fight is with Buster only, but I don't imagine it gets any better. He's already so annoying if you...
Yeah, but Thunder Slimer actually deals a lot of damage on contact, and if he gets caught in those bubbles, and then just gets obliterated...
Perhaps an interesting question, but while you're stuck in the bubble, you can still attempt to dash, and I do actually think, but I need someone to confirm that while you're dashing while stuck in a bubble, you probably still get the dash lemon effect, because I do feel like Fatso made a pretty fast kill there for Buster only. You'd expect it to take longer, but as you can see, they're dashing inside that bubble while trapped. You see it on their inside too. So I actually think that they do get dash lemons with double damage.
You still get the dash lemons and the property, you just don't get any movement out of it. It just keeps excellent animation in place.
Well, not all tiebreaker matches are Buster only, but when you have, well, these two guys who are the only two people that actually run this category, then it can happen.
Yeah.
And as you see here, Mandrill is actually not that bad. You see a bit of things that he does that you don't normally see. Like, he clings to the wall and he actually climbs around like a monkey. I mean, he pretty much is a monkey.
Yeah, he actually takes damage. Yeah, he actually takes damage just like Chill Penguin, so a full charge shot will deal 3 damage. And also, if Mandrill does his dashing punch, he can actually get knocked out of that with a full charge shot.
It doesn't have to be a full. Even a green shot.
Oh yeah, even the green shot will do, but you want to preferably do a full shot if you can, just for the extra damage. But there's a lot of times in this fight where if he punches a lot, you just don't have time to do the full charge.
Yeah, but you see that this fight is still really fast. As long as you know what Mandrill can do, it's not really a huge threat to you. The only way that you can actually have danger in the Mandrill fight is if you were doing Buster only, and if you wouldn't have dash boots to go with it. There are categories that we have that actually fit this description, but you know, that's a bit less fun. Also, a little fun thing that you might want to know is that as Mandrill does his punch attack, you can actually jump over him. I know a lot of people don't know that one either.
Okay, Fatso having to deal with the second submarine here.
Hey, there we go. Oh, look at that fat ammo drop. Too bad it's useless. And now here we're gonna see one of the this mythical Utoboros that you never ever get to see in these speedruns. It's actually going to show its face, and for once in your life, guys, you're gonna watch a speedrun where you actually see a full-length Utoboros crawl out of the ground and needs to get shot down. Enjoy, because this is the only time ever you're gonna see this in a speedrun. If you want to see this mythical creature again, go give your little nephew the game and wait.
Man, that's brutal.
No, brutal would have been if I told people to do it themselves. Because then I would assume that people cannot fire a single tornado at this guy before he comes out of the ground. That would have been brutal.
So as you see, as Darren fires lemons endlessly into Utoboros, you see that the tail and the head are flashing, and that's because both ends are vulnerable. So you can go through the front door or the back door, just whatever you prefer.
And actually, as you see here, those drains, Fatso doesn't jump into them. Honestly, I do think in a category like this, it's kind of nice if Octo does any energy drains, because when he does those drains, you don't actually run any risk, and you get a free hit on him as he leaves.
Exactly. This is like the one time you want to see energy drains for a safe Octo fight, where he's not firing missiles.
Yeah, it makes this better. Also, this is the reason that they do this fight last, because Octopus, if you don't have like any special weapons or upgrades, it's not like he's impossible to beat, but it's definitely quite an annoying fight. Not gonna lie. If you want to have a little challenge for yourself, try beating Octo as like first aid. Like fire up the game, play through the intro, and do Octo first. It's not impossible, you'll see, but yeah, definitely a challenge. So that's why you have the wise decision to do this last.
Fatso was already at 3 HP, and he would have died if he took another hit from the gun vault there.
Yeah, luckily he dodged everything, killed the gun vault, dodged the bullets.
So you can still do the tech skip here, but you don't have the armored armadillo rolling shield to help you get the full skip. Or do you? No, you have to do it with the text box. Yeah.
You just skipped a little cutscene ahead of time, but you're still gonna get these type of boxes. Oh, I think Darren actually got that little hop over the floor there on the left side. And here, Zero explodes. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's never coming back.
So this fight here with the Buster is pretty interesting too. You just gotta react to all the jumps if Vile dashes, and if Vile just stands in the middle and fires the entrapment shots at you like that. Luckily you can break out of those. So every dash shot will deal 2 damage, and Vile's iframes are only 30 frames and not 60.
Yeah, you can hit him really fast, but it's a really fast-paced fight, so you really have to be quick on your toes while you're fighting Vile.
So now that Fatso's defeated Vile, you get the Buster upgrade, which you absolutely need to complete the game in this category.
Darren! Oh, he goes down! Yeah, Vile is not an easy fight. Like, as I said, it's really fast. You can't let your attention slip during that at all. Also, this climb here, no cease thing. You see Fatso is actually taking the boosts and abuses the Buster shot there at full upgrade because it actually starts behind you.
Yeah, the Buster shot there has 2 hitboxes. It has that little crescent wave that appears behind you, and then you've got the standard spiral shots that go in front of you. Now, it's very important that when we get to the Bow Spider fight, you only hit Bow Spider with the front part of that shot. If you stand up point blank and release a full Buster shot, the crescent can actually damage the spider and only deal 1 hit or 1 HP of damage, and you don't want that.
Fatso gets a bit of extra HP. Oh,
and he loses it.
Yeah. Darren, on the other hand, is pretty full right now, so if he has no issues with Goanger, because I did see Fatso took a couple hits there.
So this fight's a little bit longer because you have to shoot Bow Spotter, I think, 2 extra times.
And
or 3 extra,
or
is it 3? I think it's 3 extra times.
Yeah. Also, you get the upgraded Buster from 0 if you didn't get it in the Mammoth stage. Life hack. Well, looks like Darren also took a couple hits by Goanger. Meanwhile, oh my god, Fatso is
getting the spotters.
Yeah, getting a lot of babies.
Yeah, Charlotte's Web is being pretty brutal right now. Oh, more babies.
Well, at least he doesn't have to pay taxes anymore. Okay, goes to the right, and I think it's last hit. Oh! Oh! Wow! That one baby! That one baby!
He got trapped! He got trapped! He tried to avoid all the babies, and he went over to the one side, but the Bow Spotter blocked his only exit.
Confirm today's lesson. No matter how much tax reduction you get, babies are a trap. Don't do it.
And just
get
like
babies.
And just like that, Darren has the lead, but can he hold it?
Oh man!
And on the last hit too.
Yeah,
what a time to get that happen to you.
What a time to be alive and be watching this race. Oh
yeah,
boy.
The babies got you from the bottom, and Bow Spotters got you from the top. What can you do?
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Did Fatso have a sub-tank that he could have used?
Oh my god, I think he does.
Oh! Are you kidding?
He picked one up an Eagle. It has to be full, right? Or at least it should be partially full.
There should be some energy in it. Yes, there should be.
Oh my gosh.
I would think.
Well, I mean, we can't really see it, but I'm assuming that he picked up some HP that came into the tank at some point.
I would imagine there'd be a little bit of energy in that tank. I mean, who knows? But maybe not.
Ooh, Fatso misses dash.
I'm really well, you won't see a pause probably, but
well, no, unless he needs it on Final Sigma.
Yeah, or earlier, just depends.
Well, apparently when he needs it earlier, he doesn't actually use it. So, I mean, there's still a lot of RNG going on. Like here in Sigma 2, honestly, Fatso is not that far behind. They're still on the same fight.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
It's not like this game is over. It's far from
of course. So yeah, Penguin fight is just like the first fight. Obviously, you can't use Fire Wave here, so you have to do it just like before. So it looks like Darren's lead may have opened up to about 9 seconds. The explosions here take about 10 seconds. No, they don't even take that long.
And normally in a total at the ending of a stage, you take,
It's the fanfare that takes forever, but you don't have that here.
Yeah, I think it's about 7 or 8 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Fatso actually had to kill that one mech on the bottom, and... oh man. Look at the good old Buster only Eagle here, for anyone that really likes 100%.
Kind of, yeah, shades of 100% if you don't do Chameleon third. And unfortunately...
And I think it's only 1 dive for Darren, actually.
Yeah, 1 dive.
And is this diveless for Fatso? Wow.
Yeah.
That's some good RNG, so now it's all up to you.
Now, Rain Day here is going to be a little interesting, since you don't have the Chameleon Sting.
Yeah, that's definitely another fight that's going to be a bit hard to execute. There will be no 1 cycle on the nose or anything like that, so not too much fancy business. Fatso takes a little bit extra HP, just for
And then, And then there was a big energy drop that dropped below the ladder.
Yeah, but that's
him.
Oof.
Ooh, that dash shotting the nose. Interesting. Oh, that's a good red eye from Darren. You want that red eye to move down to you, not to stay in place. So yeah, since one eye is still alive...
Fatso is getting all of the green eyes right now.
Oh, Darren did not get any hits there. Why? I would have charged up the... I would just charge up the Buster, but okay.
Fatso gets more green eyes. Wow. And now he has to...
Yeah, he took out the nose, and both of the eyes are still alive. Oh! Oh, he had energy!
No!
Oh, no!
The poor guy, he actually did not get the dash jump, so he just refilled his HP only to drop with his butt right on the spikes. And I almost wanted to say Darren misses the Dillo skip on your left, but you can't do it in this category.
Yeah. Oh my god. He burns the sub-tank just to get health, and then he dies to the spikes. Wow.
Wait.
That is going to get clipped 1,000 times.
Yeah. Also, I would like to bring up a quote from Fatso that I recently picked up. And I want to tell it to everyone here. It's a quote that was said by Fatso right before this race onto Darren's suggestion to do a Buster only race. This is probably a bad idea.
Oh gosh.
I think it was a fair point to bring up this quote right now.
Oh man, I can't believe that.
Well, today's lesson is when someone asks you to do Buster only in the third race in a best of 3, you don't do it. Because it's a bad idea.
I don't think anybody else that are left in the tournament knows Buster only, so or at least
but before someone actually thinks it's a cool thing and it happens in the finals.
Roll and roll and roll and roll. For Fatso. Man.
Oh man. I really wonder what's gonna happen. But you know, we're still not really at the end of this race so far because
no way.
We still have quite a long way to go as we still have to do Final Sigma. Final Sigma being 32 fully charged Buster shots, and that's a lot of time for someone with no armor to get trashed around by a set of lightning or something like that.
Yeah. Looks like Darren's having a little bit better luck this time with RNG for Chameleon. Oh.
And Fatso, meanwhile, does get Dillo down, so... And a fully charged Buster slams Chameleon to the ground and explodes him into a tower.
Yeah, Fatso definitely wants to avoid taking as much damage as possible because in order to get his sub-tank filled, he's going to have full health when he picks up a health refill. Darren doesn't have to worry about the sub-tank because obviously he doesn't have one, but he still wants to keep as much HP as possible.
Yeah.
Funny thing, after the Chameleon refight, there's actually an energy refill, but it's blocked by walls. So the only way to actually get it is with the boomerang, but that's not allowed. So you have to go not only the Chameleon fight, but you have to go the Mandrill fight without a refill unless you get one from the miners.
Fatso had some pretty decent RNG there on that Chameleon fight. Got a lot of hits in a short amount of time. Darren picks up a really big HP tank for the whole 3 HP. Word. Always overkill anything you can get.
Fatso gets a health refill just before the Mandrill refight.
Wait. Oh yeah, from one of those guys on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you can't get that one without a boomerang. What?
And even after the octo fight, you can't even get the refill after that because it's guarded by spikes. So you have to go a couple of fights here without getting, you know, hit too much.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dangerous. Oh, actually, did not get the blue shot there. So for anyone that's called in really late, because I saw the question again a second ago, but this is a Buster-only run. The two runners agreed upon doing a Buster-only run for their tiebreaker in match 3, as they went 1-1 in the first 2 races. They are the only 2 runners that run this category or have run this category, and they were like, well, this is probably a bad idea, but let's do it. So for the entertainment of the people, enjoy your Buster-only run. And yes, it might just be really awkward for you to watch. Well, it's not much better for us commentating it, but hey,
yeah, but it keeps things interesting. Take away all the weapons and see how well you do in this game. Come on.
Yeah, that is true. Now we do see Darren's a little bit low B.
Yeah. He can't take a hit from D-Rex, I don't think, or he'll die.
I think he can take a normal little bonk from DRX, but if he takes a chomp attack, he's gonna die, because I do believe those attacks deal different damage. If he just like now jumps into DRX, I think he'll be... wait, 6
for those
HP?
Yeah, for those wondering, Fatso took the first race. Darren had 2 unfortunate deaths in the intro, and so Fatso obviously finished the first race first and took the early lead, but Darren had a great run the second race and ended up PBing with a 31-47. And now we're here.
Pretty clean fight there on the DRX for Darren.
Yeah, very well done.
Did not take a single... Is that the damage? It was DRX! In this case, it's actually kind of impressive, because with Buster only, this becomes quite a bit more challenging.
Now the final gauntlet gets really interesting, because now we got the dog, which, even with Buster, is still a little tricky, because you don't have the ice to deal a lot of damage. So you may be seeing our players stick to the wall.
Guys, I know this is shameless advertising, but I see that there's a couple things being announced by that Speed Gaming bot about the other Speed Gaming channels, but how often will you see a speedrun use 32 charged Buster shots to kill the final Sigma? Tune in for about another 10 minutes or so. It's really cool.
So Darren
by
takes
that
down,
I mean it's fairly boring.
Darren takes down the dog. Now for Sigma 2, only the electric spark deals more than 1 HP, so it's pretty sure it's 32 shots with
yep.
on Jedi Sigma here, but you can use the same strat almost.
So we're only about 60 attacks away from finishing the game, guys.
So it does no point in charging the Buster here on Jedi Sigma, because every shot will you can't deal any more than 1 damage. So it's just like the any percent fight, it's just a little longer.
Oh, well, charge the Buster and Rolling Shield to be exact, Yurito, but yeah. Oh man.
But hey, you can take a blaster to a sword fight. Come on.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay, and now
there we go, Jedi down.
Now, this is the reason why the game gives you this Buster upgrade, because the fully charged Pink Buster is the only way to damage this final boss, and it's going to take 32 fully charged Pink shots. Luckily, the height that the claw is spinning, you can actually just sit there on the claw as long as the other claw doesn't come at you, and just release your charge shot at the top of the rotation of that claw.
So unless the right claw actually interferes,
yeah,
you can pretty much go AFK while keeping the Buster pressed.
Yeah, see right here, that's the only scenario right there you have to keep an eye on. You have to watch for that claw to come over, and then the left claw decides to shoot an electrical attack. So if the claw does that for Darren, you can just stand there and don't just release your shot.
They're using Buster only because they're a pile of memers that agreed to do Buster only in their tiebreaker race.
So it takes about 4 seconds for this peak charge to get achieved. So you definitely don't want to blow any shots. Ooh, that looked a little scary for Darren, but he managed to get through that. So yeah, none of Velgarder's shots here that he's firing can hit you on these claws.
Oh, Fatso!
Ooh,
oh, that was dangerously close.
That was really close. Yeah, it's a marathon now. Darren is looking okay. He's got full health. He can take one hit still.
If Fatso gets hit by anything right now, he's pretty much gone.
Yep, Darren's got about 7 more shots.
Hey, is everybody entertained?
That was close.
If he didn't clip on top of that claw there, he was gone.
Okay, Darren's got about 12 more seconds of this, and he's through. One more shot. And he has it.
Hey, and Darren finishes with an official race ball time of 41 minutes and 40 seconds. Without using any special weapons, because everyone likes a good meme. So GG to that one, to that guy. And now we're just looking at Fatso. Who needs to do 3 more hits?
Oh.
Oh. Well, there you see there the instant no signal. Yeah, that's oh. I guess he turned off his. He didn't want to go and do that over again. It's a really long road to get to all those 3 fights with Buster only. Oh boy.
Yep. So with that,
that's.
and with only 2 hits left too, that was unfortunate.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
But Darren gets a PB. Gets the 31, and now he has to face Nero.
The God Gamer himself, Nero X2.
And Nero still has a high 31 on the leaderboard, so Darren actually, according to the leaderboards, has a better PB. So now these races are going to really get good, because now we're starting to see all the 31s clash.
Yeah, we're getting to the top end of the tournament now, where you really see the bigger runners come through. Yeah, I have to take a little look here. After this race, we actually still have Darren going on. I do believe. Wait, who did Nero have to face in round 3? Because
Nero faced 2-stop, and Nero actually won that, I think.
Okay, so I think we need to update the bracket, because I haven't been able to watch races recently and I have no clue where we're at. So we have Darren still going in with Nero, and I don't know who's on the other end of the bracket. If you can fill in on that, that would be absolutely great.
Looks like Darren will be jumping in here momentarily.
Yeah, alright. So also, guys, I think it's pretty safe to say that today you might just want to follow our runners, because this has been quite a thing today. Fatso's gonna sit out of the interview. I think it's safe to say I would feel quite a bit annoyed after, well, that right at the end there as well. So that's no problem, it's completely fair.
Yeah. Man, but that was a good second race from Darren. Like, everything just came together and he pulled it out.
Yeah, and it's more impressive because when you look at people getting in 31 here, it's often like you see people have like the really like top 5 times, let's say, people like Akiteru who have a 31-13, and you look at them like you expect them even when they drop a half minute, they still have a 31. But for Darren, who just joined us right here, it's actually just much more impressive because this is your very first 31, dude! Congratulations! Now unmute that microphone and say hi.
Give him a minute. He's probably shaking off the nerves.
Oh, I would be nervous to talk to myself too. I practice in the mirror every day. He'll get it. He'll get it. Darren. Hello. Oh, he's typing. He's typing, everyone. Oh, his microphone's being stupid.
Ah, see. Hey, it is Super Bowl Sunday, man. We got a game to watch here in about an hour or so. It's gonna try to reconnect here.
We'll just see if that works. Well, okay, apparently in chat we will just be spending our time guessing what Darren is doing as he is trying to fix his mic. People think he is drinking a beer, he is getting stoned, he is watching the Super Bowl. What else could his mic? What else could he be doing?
All three at the same time. Come on.
Yeah. What do you think Darren is doing while he's fixing his microphone? I suppose that would also. Yeah. Well, that would be quite a thing.
Nice answer.
Well. Well, one can dream of doing all 4 of those things while still putting down races in this tournament.
You go 4 for 4. Yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, great. What were that? No, probably gets it. Darren, congratulations! What the hell was race number 1? Tell us about your amazing intro stage.
Yeah, that was sick, dog. I don't think that's ever happened, especially to me, or at least if I've seen people dying to those little dragonflies.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
If it makes you feel better, I did it once in an intro stage myself too, dying to that one. I think it was the exact same one that you died to. Although it's probably quite painful to do that in your first race. I mean, Fatso is not a light opponent, and then you have to go up and race 1 and that. You're like, yeah, got through the bees. RNG was okay. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised that I was only a minute behind, because then I died to task cars as well. And I was like, only a minute? Really? After 2 deaths? Okay. Then, so I was like,
the first...
Sort of.
Yeah, the first death was right after the halfway point, so that wasn't a big deal. But the second one, though, that sets you back a good bit. And the wrong stage select too.
Wrong stage select, Coanger skip, and then game over to infinite. Like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah, that was something I actually called. I don't know if you were listening into commentary, but well, I kind of called an infinite on Fatso.
Yeah,
because I thought like. Because I thought, yeah, if Fatso gets an infinite, we're tied, and then Fatso gets you like, oh well, it's fine, and then you get the infinite, like, oh crap. So excuse me for that. My caster curse simply landed on the wrong guy. Yeah. So.
Right, I guess.
Well, it happens. On the other hand, I do need to congratulate you because you actually did take my bounty on the successful Coanger skip in the later stages of this tournament.
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, so that apparently is $30 that I owe you right now. So at some point you're gonna have to tell me either where it has to go, because I see you don't have a PayPal out there, but you can fix that up with me later, for sure.
I was trying to remember that, because if I would have lost to Fatso, I'd have been like, well, I'm getting paid anyway.
Well,
I told Drago if you got the Coanger skip twice, I demanded he paid you twice.
Yeah, that would have been nuts, getting it twice.
Yeah.
Bad part is I didn't get the double jump buffer.
So I think you. What was your time on your splits? Like 31:47 or 48?
Timer at 31:51, and then RaceBot said it was at 48. So I'll just check back it later.
Well, you split your split was at a 47, but I think it went back and then you split again. So it was definitely a 4x.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that you tuned in on a 47, but you should probably rewatch the VODs and check what you actually got.
Yeah. Too, that helps is I just bought an SD to SNES and I practiced a bunch, like...
Oh boy.
And then I kind of just sat on it and then played today and I was like, well, there you go.
Yeah, that definitely paid off really fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was feeling a 31 for a while now, but I'm sure that gave me like the extra boost for sure.
For sure. And then after race 2, how did you come up with the idea of actually pulling up Buster only here?
I had thought about it in the last race because I knew I was facing Fatso to it, and honestly, if he didn't, I would have been a lot happier.
Pulling out, it's like a Street Fighter match. You're pulling out the pocket Buster only run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a no reset of it like a few nights ago on stream, and I got around the same time, like a 41:30. So I was like, well, we'll see what happens, because SGDQ pulled out a low 41. So like, it could have been close for sure, and it was pretty close.
It was pretty close, yeah. Actually, there was a turning point. Fatso was quite a ways ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly did you catch up? I think was the overtake the Rangda? I think it was Rangda, right?
Bow Spider. Yeah. He died on Bow Spider.
Oh yeah, the Bow Spider. Oh,
he got trapped. He got Pac-Man'd.
Yeah, he got literally trapped. There was a baby spider below him, and Spider dropped down from the top, and he had not enough HP to survive either. And maybe he reacted too late to get his sub-tank out. And
that was
on the last hit.
Oh yeah, on Rangda, like he meant to dash jump, and then he only got a normal jump, and he was low on HP. Uses the sub-tank to fill his health, but then when he tries to go for the wall, he ends up too short and falls on the spikes.
Yeah, you will definitely.
I'm like,
see the clip from that resurge at some point, and I think all of that probably activated the.
In fact, I'm looking for that right now.
Yeah, a lot of not so happy feelings on Fatso's end.
Thankfully, my only death was to Vile, which was pretty small.
Yeah, that's a smaller setback.
Yeah.
Or Fatso was, so like when I died to Vile, I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. So anything could happen, and anything did happen, so... Yeah,
I have to say that the deaths Fatso took are actually really painful. And it's not only the fact that on Rangda was actually so unfortunate. Not only did he use that sub-tank thinking, oh, I can't take this hit, that's about to hit me, and then he drops on the spikes. It's also, he was already struggling with Rangda, because I think I saw like at least 5 or 6 green eyes pass him before that happened. And I was thinking, gosh, he's really getting terrible RNG, and then that happens. You're like, oh gosh, really? That's just the worst thing ever to happen right now. I love to see people die in these runs, and even I felt sorry for the man, to give you any kind of idea how bad it must have been.
Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, to his credit though, I know Fatso probably hasn't done much Buster only in a while. Still be able to, I think that would have been like a high 41, low 42, to still do something like that kind of pace is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has been quite active on his classic Mega Man runs, and I'm sure he will be. I think there are tournaments coming up on those games as well, and he's also, I believe, trying to get some PBs in there. So, I mean, gotta choose something to focus on, right? It's hard to run like 10 games at the same time. So, still have to give him a lot of credit for everything he pulls out in this tournament, or did pull out.
So, gonna try to improve on this PB against Nero. You're probably gonna grind it a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I know that you mentioned Nero still has a high 31, and he's been doing a lot of X3 as well.
Yeah.
No, we'll see what happens. I think in his last race, didn't he get back-to-back 32s, like mid to low 32s, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Averaging mostly until I got that 31, so it should be pretty close still. I'm gonna keep practicing and doing runs for sure.
It's the best way to improve. And I mean, not to scare you, but pull out your best game against Nero, because we all know Nero is just quite known for consistency, using some safe strats to really keep his pace up with low risk and high speed. So you'll have your hands full on that guy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Not to take any credit away from you, of course.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that does it for us. I don't believe there's any more races tonight, is there? I don't believe so.
I would have to take a quick look, because I didn't know this match was happening until like 2 minutes before. Upcoming matches that we do have scheduled, let me take a quick look. We have Sunday, February. Tomorrow there will be a race between Reeves and Akiteru at 20 o'clock EST, 8 in the evening. Yeah, convert it to your own time zone, everybody. For me that will be 2 o'clock at night over in Belgium. So if you're European, that will be really late for you. Just take a day off at work, it's fine.
Alrighty, well, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. Congrats to Darren again for the big win. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow everybody that was involved here. The speed gaming channels, the runners, the commentators. Everybody deserves a follow. And with that, I'm gonna be out as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Have a good night, everybody. And for those watching the Super Bowl, hope you enjoy it. So, we're signing out. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Laters.